Hey guys, this is the Commander's Compendium. I'm your host, Daniel Moody, your guide to all things Commander. And as you can see, I've got my Sidisi Brood Tyrant list pulled up. Now, unfortunately, for this intro to the video and then the actual match, I had some audio issues, so I am re-recording everything here. So I won't be giving you live commentary with the video, but you'll at least get to hear my sweet voice, right? That's just some value right there. All jokes aside, here's the list. If you want to pause the video and take a look, there's a ton of unconventional choices here. Really, Sidisi is just, she's a lot of fun to me. She builds herself, I guess. You're dropping stuff in the graveyard, but you can really have fun with some picks. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the match. Here it comes. Okay, and let's go ahead and take a look at the first match. Now, like I said, I'm recording this after the fact. Here's my starting hand. Solemn Simulacrum, Acidic Slime, Coiling Oracle, and Soul Ring, as well as a Breeding Pool, Island, and Swamp. My opponent was nice enough. He had Have Fun, HF there. So you too is what I responded with. I always appreciate that, a little sportsman-like conduct. He's playing Oloro, Ageless Ascetic. I actually like playing against this guy. A lot of people I know have problems playing against this commander. There's just no interaction with his command zone effect. But you know what? As far as I'm concerned, it's a mountain you gotta climb if you want to win. He drops a foil breeding pool, and that is a beautiful card, if I should say so myself. Now, obviously, in hindsight, I drop a breeding pool here tapped. Now, let me tell you guys, all I want to do is just F8 all day when I'm playing Magic Online, so I can just sit back and relax. I could have played Soul Ring turn 1, um, but this line of play that I'm taking here is going to let me go Coiling Oracle turn 2, see if I maybe hit a land, you know. But I'm playing a more reactive game here. So he drops a Rings of Brighthearth with an Ancient Tomb. That usually lets me think, if someone's playing Rings of Brighthearth, you want a lot of activated abilities, and Planeswalkers are key for that. That's usually the first thing I think. Now, I hit a Spider Spawning off of my Coiling Oracle, and I've drawn a Wonder and a Spitting Image so far. He drops a Leyline right on top of me. So that's going to exile any card that's put into my graveyard. That is bad news. So obviously I want to get rid of that as quickly as possible. So I'll be playing Acidic Slime next turn, but for now we're just going to drop a Solemn Simulacrum. Probably fetch out a Forest. Just so I have more green sources. My hand is predominantly green at the moment. Maybe I could have seen an argument for Swamp there. So I swing in with a Coiling Oracle. Point of damage. Aetherflux Reservoir is an interesting card that he drops. Now, he's 14 points away, but I don't want to risk it. I really want to keep him off that Aetherflux Reservoir, that 50 life, because you could pay 50 life to deal 50 damage. I still want to get a Slime out and just get rid of that Leyline of the Void. I can't have that sitting in play. That's just way too threatening. And this is a nice draw here. I can play Slime and Fauna Shaman, and then swing in with the Oracle and the Simulacrum for 3 damage. So keep him, down a little bit. Obviously, he's just going to keep gaining life, but I want to keep him down. That Aetherflux Reservoir is just quite the scary card. So it looks like he is kind of struggling for some mana here. Let's see what he does. Yep. What you doing, buddy? Come on. What you got? He's probably have a lot of interesting lines he can take. Allura's usually played a more control fashion. Oh, and that probably is why he's thinking right there. Fabricate is a pretty good card right here. I'm kind of worried about what he could get. Looks like he got a Mana Crypt. Oh, he's going to drop that. Oh, this is awesome. So Rings of Brighthearth is going to let him copy the Cycling trigger. Now, Cycling is an activated ability. If you look on your lands that have it, or your creatures or spells. And I drew into a Reanimate. That is a sweet one. Oh, that's really sweet. So I can drop my commander this turn. I'll leave Soul Ring up. Yeah. I mean, I could tap Soul Ring here, but I think I'm just going to tap the Forest. It really doesn't matter. So we'll drop Sidisi. Let's see if we hit a creature. And we hit a Graveborn Muse. That is a sweet card in Sidisi. Generate a zombie here. And we're going to be able to swing in for 5 damage. I'm going to leave the Fauna Shaman back. I want to wait and see what he plays on his turn. I'd like to have a way to deal with the Etherflux Reservoir and some of his mana sources. I've got Reanimate in hand, so I can drop this Wonder in the graveyard, give my team flying, and then grab a big fatty, like Terastodon's in the deck, and blow up some of his cards here. Let's just see what he does, though. Okay, he drops a Chromatic Lantern. That's good for him. He needs some mana. Alright, he's spinning that leftover colorless, and he is... looks like he's tapping for Clever Impersonator. So, I would copy that Airflux Reservoir. I mean, obviously he's hurt for mana, but you can just get so many triggers from casting spells. He doesn't have a lot of cards in hand, but he ended up copying that Chromatic Lantern. Alright, so I am going to fetch up probably a Terastodon here. I think that's probably the best target, because I can get rid of some of his mana, but really I want to get rid of that Etherflux Reservoir. I don't want him moving towards a victory that involves that. If I can neutralize it now, that's good. So next turn I can actually use Fauna Shaman's ability, discard the Terastodon, and reanimate it. So we will go ahead and swing in with the team, except for Fauna Shaman. Let's leave her back. Alright, we're going to mill 3. Unfortunately, we just hit 3 lands. Yeah. But we're still going to get in for, what is this, 10 damage? That's a big chunk of damage now. His life gain is just not sustaining him at this point. So let's go ahead and, we want to, on second main phase, we'll discard the Terastodon, because I really want to reanimate it. And as far as what I'm going to get, I'm really concerned about Wrath effects. He might have the opportunity to just blow up my board, and I can recover from that. So I want to get something that'll be good after a Wrath. Probably the Havengul Lich, I'm thinking. That'll allow me to recover. I'm just kind of looking at the other options here. Yeah, probably the Lich. I'll be able to play that next turn if I need to. We'll go ahead and reanimate Terastodon. Alright, he's thinking. Ooh, he's got a counter spell. So Mana Drain. Hey, I'd rather him Mana Drain my 1 mana sorcery than actually hard cast something and get it countered. I'm fine with that. I'll just go ahead and drop Spider, we're going to go ahead and cast Spitting Image on the slime, because I do want to get rid of that Aetherflux Reservoir this turn. I don't know what's in his deck. If he's running Aetherflux Reservoir, he might just have ways to gain a lot of life, and I want to neutralize that as soon as possible. Alright, so he gets 1 mana from Mana Drain. You gotta be big board here. I mean, he's got to be a little scared. He can't take many more hits from my team. And with as little cards in hand as he has, he may just have to... yeah, he's just going to have to cast his commander. Now, often you don't see that a lot with Oloro decks. You know, they typically keep him in the command zone where he can't be interacted with, but obviously my opponent just needs to draw. Now, I got a Demon at Death's Gate. I can sacrifice 3 black creatures to get a 9/9 flying trample. I also have to pay 6 life. I'm just going to swing in with the team here, because I plan on casting Spider Spawning this turn. This is going to be a lot of damage. That extra 2 damage with Fauna Shaman will kind of negate the life gain from Oloro. So basically this is just saying, hey, you need to answer my board or you're losing next turn. And since my creatures have flying, because I discarded Wonder early in the game, he can't even block. I don't want to play any of my creatures. I want those to be available. Alright, so we're going to go Spider Spawning. That's going to generate 4 spiders. That's just going to give us a little extra reach in case he gains some life. I mean, I don't know what he could have here, but... Yeah, man, this deck is a lot of fun. I really just, I love zombies. Ever since I started playing the game, black has been my favorite color. And zombies, since I started in Onslaught, were the black tribe. Um, and I just kind of fell in love with them. I liked the aesthetic of zombies in that block. They were just kind of humorous. Oh, he's going Oblivion Stone. So he plans on blowing up the board. And you know what? I am completely fine with this. He has a lot of artifacts on the battlefield. And he's just going to have to sacrifice a lot to stay alive. Now, obviously, this is a desperation play. He's got to make this play to live. But I don't know if it's going to be enough. Now, okay, so we're going to get a trigger from our Solemn Simulacrum. We're going to draw a card when he dies, and we drew a sweet one, Worm Harvest. Time to go harvesting. Oh, baby. Alright, so I don't have enough to flash back the spider spawning from the graveyard. So I'm probably going to Worm Harvest this turn. Now, if I wanted, I could sacrifice 3 of the worms for Demon at Death's Gate. But I'm not even sure if that's good. I kind of want to hold on to this demon just a little longer in case he has some sort of removal here. And it's, you know, if I drop the demon, it's not even, he's not even dead next turn. That would be 11 damage. He's going to be, well, I guess it would be lethal, but looks like he had an answer anyway. So he gained 2 life. He went up to 16. Wouldn't have had lethal if I dropped the demon. Oh, I drew a land. Sweet. So I can actually flashback spider spawning now. Alright. So we're going to swing in. That's 5 damage in the air. Now we can sacrifice 3 of these worms to cast Demon of Death's Gate for free. We'll have to pay 6 life as well, but hey, who cares, man? I was at 37. And then here we go with the spider spawning. Now look, I don't know how you guys feel about spiders. They're pretty freaking scary. I'm about to put into play a lot of flying spiders. I mean, that is scream-worthy. Alright, so let's go ahead and see what he can do with our board. I mean, we've got lethal next turn, so can he... Oh, looks like he scoops, so we take the game. Sidisi versus Oloro. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and be good to each other.